Hello students, welcome to my channel SDK Pathshala. Today we are on the second class about light. So previously we have come to know about concave mirror, convex mirror. Today we are going to see that how the images are formed in case of a concave mirror due to the different placement of the object. Okay, so in case of concave mirror, there are generally 6 different positions that can happen. Okay, so first position, in the first position we will see that when an object is kept, suppose this is F, this is C. So when an object is at infinity, so the parallel light will come, so parallel light rays are coming. Okay, so in this case 2 parallel light rays are coming like this. Okay, so these are the parallel rays. Now after reflection, this ray will go like this, because this angle and this angle is same, and this ray will reflect like this and meet at a particular position. So at that time, here is an image of that object which is at infinity forms. So what is the nature of the image? The image is a real one. Why the image is a real one? Because in case of real image only, the image formed after the light intersect each other, or after the light rays intersect each other, okay, or due to the actual convergence of the light rays, the real image forms. Next, so this is the first position. Next, the second position. What is the second position? So let us see the second position. In second position, so this is the focus, this is the center of curvature. Let the object is placed at after the center of curvature. So the light which is from this point, suppose PQ is the object. Now suppose a light which is coming from this point P towards F, after reflection will go parallel to the principal axis. Okay, and another ray which is coming from this point parallel to the principal axis, after reflection will go through the focus. Okay, and they meet at a particular point where these two rays intersect. There the image forms, and in this case the image is formed between, so position of the image will be between C and F, between center of curvature and focus. Okay, and what is the nature of the image? Nature is diminished, that is smaller than the object. Okay, and erect or inverted, obviously inverted. This one is erect and this one is inverted, so inverted. And another one is real image, because actually after reflection the rays are meet at that point, so it is the point, so that it is real image. Okay, so if this point creates an image over here, so this point image over here, this point image over here, this point here, and this point here, so or if you join all the point, we will get an image of, suppose p q prime, this will be this will be p prime and this will be q prime. So this is the name of the image, let's say. Next, so this is the second position. Next, the third position. What is the third position? Third position, so in the third position, this is C, this is A, this is C. Suppose the object is placed at C, then what will happen? A ray which is coming through this point P and this is Q, so coming from point Q, coming through or passing through F, after reflection it will go parallelly, go like this, okay, and a ray which is coming like this parallel to the principal axis, after reflection will go through this focus, okay, and they will meet at this point, okay. So they will meet at this point and there we will get a particular image. Suppose p prime is here, so here p prime q is the image of this object, and here what is the nature of the image, or where the image is formed? The image is also formed at C, that is at the center of curvature. And what is the nature of image? Nature is real, it is real, nature is real and inverted and same size. And what is the position? Position is at center of curvature, that is at C, okay. So this is the third position. Next, for the fourth position, what is the fourth position? Fourth position is, let the fourth position be, suppose this is F, this is C, so now between F and C, so 1P, this is Q, so which one is directed from P? A ray is coming from P towards F, after reflection it will go parallelly, okay, it will go parallelly, and a ray which is coming parallel after passing through P, it will come like this, come through the focus, okay, and we will get a particular image over here. So what type of image it is? It is a real image. It is also inverted, but this is now bigger, so this will be Q prime and P prime, so the image will be bigger, okay, larger or longer. So we will get a magnified image, we will get a magnified image, okay. So this is the fourth position. Now what is the fifth position? Fifth position is, what is the fifth position? In case of the fifth position, suppose this is F, this is C, now it is at F, that is it is at focus, so a ray which is parallel, so PQ, so a ray which is parallel to the principal axis coming from the point P, after reflection go through P itself, so go like this, and another, so making an angle, it will go like this only, okay. So they are not meet, so they will meet at infinity, so image will be highly magnified, okay, and image will be real and inverted and highly magnified. Magnified means larger, okay. And where the position of the image? Position will be at infinity, okay. Next, very important, The last one is very important. Why? Because in this position there is a particular use of this concave mirror. Okay, so the position is between C and F, that is between or within the focus. If it is placed within the focus, then what will happen? A ray coming parallelly after reflection, a ray which is coming parallel after reflection, it will go through the focus. Okay, it will go through the focus, and a ray which is coming like this, it will go like this. Okay, so it will go like this. Understood? So if it is going like this, then they are converging or they are diverging. They are diverging, not converging. They will never meet. They are not parallel, but they are diverging. They move away from each other. Diverging means move away from each other, and converging means move inward towards each other. So they are diverging. So if we see from here, then we will get to see or that it is coming from this point. So they are appear to diverge from this point. So there we will get an image, and this image will be virtual image. So this image will be virtual image, and inside the mirror it is creating virtual image and highly magnified. So virtual, highly magnified, and erect. It will be erect. Okay, so it will be erect and highly magnified. Okay, understand? Next, so what is the use of this mirror? In this case, we can use the mirror as in case of dentist mirror, in case of shaving mirror, or in case of makeup mirror, where we will place our head or our face inside the focus. So that's why a larger image will form at the mirror. In case of dentist mirror, it happens also. Okay. Next is in case of convex mirror. In case of convex mirror, remember one thing: convex mirror always produce one kind of image. Okay, that is, if an object is placed here or whatever may be the position, if it is in infinity, then it produce an image at focus and highly diminished image. But in case of any other position, suppose parallel, so P and Q is the image. So a ray which is coming parallel from P, parallel to the principal axis, after reflection will go like this. Okay, and a ray, so it appear to diverge from this point, and another ray which is coming like this, okay, go like this. So if these 2 points cut, so it will produce an image over here, an image over here. So it is highly, or it will be diminished, and it will be real or virtual? Virtual. Why it is virtual? Because the rays are actually not meet, but they appear to diverge from this point. Okay, understand? So this is how the images are formed in case of a convex mirror and in case of a concave mirror. Now let us know about lens. What is lens? Lens is a transparent, or lens is a transparent material which is made up or bounded by spherical surfaces, or bounded by two surfaces, and one of them must be spherical. One of them must be spherical. So how many types of lenses are there? There are several kind of lenses. So first one is convex lens, whose two surfaces are convex, are known as convex lens, and whose two surfaces are concave are known as concave lens. Or this one is known as biconvex, this one is known as biconcave lens also. Okay, or generally convex lens and concave lens. Next, what is plano-concave lens? Plano-convex. This one side is plane and another side is convex, is known as plano-convex, and whose one side is plane and one side is curved is known as plano-concave. Okay, and this type of lens is known as concavo-convex, and this one is known as concavo-convex lens. Okay, so there are several kind of lenses, but in this class we need to know about only convex lens and a concave lens. Okay, so convex lens and a concave lens. So in case of a convex lens and in case of a concave lens, convex lens, convex and concave, in both these cases we have few things to remember, or few points, like as it is a transparent material, so these are the two curved surfaces in case of a convex lens. So these curved surfaces are the portion of a sphere, and this curve is also a portion of a sphere. So the radius or the center of this sphere are known as center of curvature. Okay, and this is known as the radius of curvature of this surface, and this one is known as radius of curvature of this surface. Now if we draw a line which is passing through both the center, then we will get the principal axis. So this one is the principal axis. So principal axis is an imaginary line passing through the two center of the surfaces, is known as the principal axis. And what is the optical center? The middle point is known as the optical center. What is the optical center? Middle point of the lens is known as the optical center. Next, in case of a particular lens, there is a particular point which is known as focus. So what is focus? So focus can be, or principal focus can be defined into two ways, in case of convex lens and in case of concave lens. So let us see in case of convex lens. What is convex lens? Two surfaces are convex. So suppose this is the principal axis. So the rays which are coming parallel to the principal axis, remember this point, the rays which are coming parallel to the principal axis. Okay, so these are coming parallel to the principal axis. So after refraction, after passing through the particular lens, or on passing through the particular convex lens, after refraction they will meet at a particular point on the principal axis. They will meet at a particular point on the principal axis, and this particular point is known as the principal focus. This point is known as the principal focus. Okay, and so this is in case of convex lens. And what is in case of a concave lens? In case of a concave lens is here. So this is known as also converging lens, because all the rays are meet at a particular point. So this is F, so meet at a particular point. So this is convex lens or converging lens, and this is known as diverging lens. Do you know why? Because after refraction or after passing through the point, so all the parallel rays which are coming parallel like this, they will diverge. They will diverge. They will diverge from each other. So that's why they are known as, or it is known as diverging lens. So they appear to diverge from a particular point. So it is appeared to diverge from a particular point, or the rays are appeared to diverge from a particular point on the principal axis. So this one is known as the focus or principal focus of the convex lens. Convex lens. Okay. So next, in this case also we have several images formed due to the different position in front of a convex lens. So when lenses are kept, or when the objects are kept in front of a convex lens for different position, we'll get different images. We'll get different images. Okay, like suppose this is f1, this is 2f1, so this is f2, this is 2f2. Okay, develop focus. Okay, so when an object is at infinite, infinite distance, so at that time all the rays are coming parallel. So if all the rays are coming parallel, so after passing through the lens, it will meet at focus. So we'll get a highly diminished object in this case, and a real object, a real image, highly diminished image here, and it is a real image. Okay, at where what is the position of the image? At focus. Next, let us consider the second position. What is the second position? In this case, the second position is, suppose this is f1, this is double of focus, f2, 2. Okay, now if an object is kept after f2, just after 2f2, then what will happen? Then where the image will form. Okay, so a ray which is passing, or a ray which is passing through the focus, what happened in case of that? Suppose a ray is passing parallelly. At first, suppose this is P, this is Q. So P and Q is the object. What? Yes, P and Q are the object. So whenever this object is placed perpendicularly on the principal axis, then after passing when it is placed at the principal axis, then suppose a ray is coming from the point P, that is from P, this is the optical center O. Now a ray is going through the optical center. Remember one thing, the ray which is directed towards optical center, it will emerge undeviated. Okay, so no actual deviation is seen. So another which is parallel, after passing through the lens, it will go through the focus and they will meet at a particular point, and here we'll get an image. And the image will be diminished. And image will be real. Image will be diminished image we can get. Okay, and between f and 2f the image is formed. Next, the position is at 2f. Suppose, so this is the lens at 2f distance. This one is f1, 2f1, f2, 2f2. So it is placed where? At 2f, double of focus. So this is the optical center. So a ray which is coming from here, which is directed towards the optical center, will pass undeviated, so go like this. Okay, and another ray which is parallel, after reflection it will go like this. So an image is formed here, where at 2f, and the image will be at same height. The image will be of same height that of the object. The image will be at the same or of the same height that of the object, and image is real. Why the image is real? Because the rays, these two rays after refraction actually meet at a point. So when it actually meet at a point, and the image such form is known as real image. So this is real image, and this is inverted because this is here, the object is like here, like there, and but the image is like here. So it will be an inverted image. Okay, so these are the position. Another position. So next position, same, these are very simple things. Okay, next, same phenomenon, same. So now this is f1, this is 2f1. Okay, and it is between 2f1 and f1. So after refraction, what happened? f2 2f2. So after refraction, so one ray which is directed towards the optical center will go like this. Okay, and another ray which is coming parallel to the principal axis, after refraction passing through the f2, the focus of this side, so focus, and they will meet here. Where? Here, and we will get a magnified image. What kind of image? We will get a magnified image, real image, and inverted image. Magnified, real, and inverted image. So simple. Next is at focus. Just do it quick. At focus, same thing, same pictures. f1, f2, f1. So f2, 2, f2. Now if it is at focus, so what will happen? Let me just make it big. Okay, so after it will go like this. Okay, and then it will go from the focus, so it will go through the focus. So let me come this side. So it will go through the focus once again. Okay, now this is f1. So this is go through the focus. So if it is going through the focus, so let us consider this is the focus. So if it is going through the focus, so these two lines are parallel, so they will not meet, or you can say they will meet at infinity. So we will get a very large image, an inverted image, and a real image. Okay, try to draw it with a scale. Okay, otherwise it will do like this. In my case I will not use the scale, so that's why the figures are coming like this, but you need to draw the figures with the scale, otherwise your figure will be like that. And mention one thing, you need to put arrow every case to direct, to see, or to make the teacher understand, or to make it clear that where, in which direction the light is coming from, or from which direction the light is coming from. It is very necessary for any ray diagram to do that. Okay, so you need to put the direction of the, or give the direction of the light clearly, okay, by the arrow head. Next, but the very important thing, that is the position where the object is kept within the focus. So this is having a major use. Okay, what is the major use? After some time I will tell. Okay, so the ray which is coming through or from the point P, Q. So from P, a ray which is directed parallel after refraction go through this point, that is the focus, and a ray which is coming through this go like this. So they are appear to diverge from each other. So if we are seeing from this side, so we can see that they are appear to diverge from this point. So we will get a highly magnified but virtual image and the same side of the object. And this application we are using in case of a magnifying glass, where we need to keep the book or whatever we need to magnify, and we need to see that thing within the focus. Okay, so for different position in front of a convex lens, the image formed are different. Okay, and in case of a concave lens, in your book it is there, so I am not doing it here. So see your book, and if you have any query or any problem, then tell me and I will later make you understand. Okay, so let us know about a new phenomenon, that is refraction. Oh, and you need to know about the different uses of these kind of lenses. Okay, these are there in your book, so just read it out. Next, in case of, or what is refraction? Refraction is another phenomenon. Though it is for higher classes, but still there is a small portion of refraction in your syllabus. So what is refraction? Suppose this is air and this is glass. Now whenever light rays are coming from one medium to another medium, then the light rays supposed to go like this, but it will go towards either towards the normal or bends away from the normal. So what is the phenomenon? So whenever light rays are coming from one medium of optical density to another different medium of optical density or different optical densities medium, then from the separation of the two medium, the light either bend towards the normal or bends away from the normal. Now what is normal? Normal is a imaginary line drawn on the surface perpendicularly, so it either bends away from the normal or bends towards the normal. So whenever light is coming from rarer medium to denser medium, rarer means lighter medium to denser medium, so light rays are coming towards the normal, and when it go away, suppose light is going from glass to air, so glass to air, then what happen? Light is supposed to go like this, but it will go away from the normal. Okay, so this is known as refraction. This phenomenon is refraction. And for one example, you can do at your home. What? Take a pen or pencil and dip it into the water and see. What will you see? You will see, or you can see a bend, or a portion is bent. Okay, so if you dip the pencil, you will see the pencil is bent, kind of bent, or you will get a bent, or you can see a bent pencil. A pencil is bent from this portion, but if you take it out from the water, then you will see the pencil is straight. So is the pencil is actually bent? No, but due to the refraction phenomenon, it bends. So in higher classes, in class 8, we will discuss about this refraction. Okay, next, dispersion. What do you mean by dispersion? The splitting up of white light into its component color. We know now white light is made up of 7 colors. So whenever white light is passing through a dispersive medium like this prism or transparent medium, they split into its component color. And here the how many colors? Whenever a white light is coming, so how many? 7 colors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Another one is 7. Okay, and we will get a band of 7 color. So this band of 7 color is known as the spectrum. VIB G-Y-O-R, Vibgyor. Okay, so these are the name of the color: violet, red, orange, yellow, green, blue. Okay, indigo. So these are the color forms, or these are the component of the colors. So what do you mean by monochromatic light? Do you know what is monochromatic light? Monochrome means only one color is present. So a white light is a composition of 7 different color, and one single color is known as monochromatic light, and this is a polychromatic light. And this kind of natural dispersion phenomenon is seen in case of a rainbow. You seen a rainbow? There are how many colors? 7 colors. So these 7 colors are formed due to the dispersion of light through the rain droplet, or the droplets of water whenever sunlight is passing through it or passes through it. Okay, so this is the natural phenomenon of dispersion of light, is a rainbow. Okay, so if you like my video, then please press the like button, and if you have any query, then you can comment on the comment section, and if you not subscribe yet, then please subscribe to my channel for this kind of interesting videos. Thank you.